Brian Scott. Brian's with us now. And Brian, it looked like some sort of a slow restart. What was going on with your car?
Well, during practice, we had a transmission problem. Some of the transmission bolts were left loose. They worked themselves out, and I felt something when I pulled out on the racetrack during practice, and the transmission was moving around. Came in, they figured out the bolts came loose. They put new bolts in, but unfortunately in NASCAR, you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you have a problem with your motor or transmission or something significant. You can't just change something, and it was questionable. I felt pretty uneasy about the transmission, but we couldn't prove it that it had done any damage because we ran after that. And when you run things as hard as you run here in NASCAR, you're going to test the breaking points of things, and unfortunately we found the breaking point in our Levine Children's Hospital Toyota today. We had a really fast car, and I was really looking forward and really excited to represent the kids in the hospital, and I hate that this happened, but unfortunately mistakes can ruin your day.
Update for Brian Scott, Alan.
Yeah, Brian, part of a whole parade to the garage in the early laps, all but 2 of them because of the accidents we had in the first 7 laps of this race. 2 wrecks. You've got Danny O'Quinn, Dennis Setzer, Brian Scott, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., David Gilliland, Josh Wise, Steve Arpin, Mark Green, and Mike Wallace, all in the garage, and all but 2 of them because of the 2 wrecks.
I guess they heard how difficult this track was in the daylight. They just said, we don't want to be a part of that.
Out of the screen, Greg Biffle goes by Ryan Newman. Ryan slipping back a little.
Casey Kane here.
Yeah, as while Keselowski was going through that traffic and we were covering some of these other stories, Casey Kane got up into second place around Carl Edwards, and in this lap traffic has erased a 1.5-second deficit to that 22 car.
Yeah, Brad's been careful trying to get by these lap cars. Casey's car's been fast too, though. This is his opportunity to make up a little ground.
Again, trying to make basically 2 adjustments on it. Oh, the little trouble on the front there, trying to get the lug nuts on, and he pulled away just a little bit too soon and fell off the jack. And so now they've got an issue jacking it back up and trying to get that left rear on. They do, and then they get away from pit road. Shannon.
Well, down right now, Kevin Harvick. This team cannot wait to get out of the month of May. They said these tracks are the worst for Harvick. He says he needs more grip right now on the racetrack. 4 tires for the 33 car. He's down and away, guys.
Meanwhile, this 12 car of Justin Allgaier, after the problem we saw in the pit stop a minute ago, has fallen a little bit farther back into the field, and he's now running in the 11th spot after this happened on the pit lane.
A mistake maybe made by Justin Allgaier right there. He either let the clutch out or possibly has some kind of a mechanical issue with the clutch, but it definitely drove off the jack before the pit stop was completed.
Trouble on the track, guys. 38, Casey Kane in trouble.
Kane, the race leader, is in turns 3 and 4. Is he coming to pit road? He is.
He's coming down pit road.
He's going to give up an 11-second lead on second place for an unscheduled stop just shy of halfway.
It doesn't look like a tire issue. Well, maybe it is. If I was, it looks like they may have something there on the left rear, Shannon.
Hey guys, right now Casey Kane on the radio saying he thinks it might be a battery. You see the car on pit road. What a terrible break for this 38 team. You can see them right now going to work, and that is they are working on the back left side of this race car, and they do have a battery, guys.
Yeah, I don't know how they diagnose that quick. If that's the issue, it's going to take a little while now to get this battery changed. At least a couple of laps under green.
Wow.
Yeah, that's bad, man.
He had an 11-second lead on second place.
Okay, if I'm up on the box here, I'm going to say, guys, just get it done. Just be deliberate. Get this thing done. If you lose a couple laps, even 3 laps, we got a fast car, and it's only about halfway through this thing. So, our day's not over with. If we can get this thing done and get out of here.
They got to get it back on the track without going multiple laps down, right?
Yeah, they're sitting here a while now. This is not what you want to see.
And obviously he had tried other things that you have in there, whether it be an ignition box, just trying to find it. Apparently it developed a miss of some kind. It started to slow down a little bit. None of the other things that you're able to do as a driver inside the car were working, and that's, I guess they diagnosed
okay,
they had to change that battery.
See how many laps he lost. Yeah, this is boy, it's a tough break. I mean, that was a fast race car. You hate that. Things never break when you're running 2 or 3 laps down. They always break when you're leading.
Right now he's 2 laps down and working on a 3rd. as he goes down pit road at speed limit. And Brad Keselowski continues on the racetrack. And here comes the 22 car. If he catches him, that'll put Kane a third lap down. We'll notice the pace car is in front of the field. Caution for the third time in the race for debris in turn number 3. And that will give Trevor Bayne in the 99 car the Aaron's Lucky Dog free pass. He was the first guy a lap down, 13th position. He'll get sent around the pace car in a little bit and get back on the lead lap. We were coming up on a set of green flag stops. Now this will close the field back up again and give everybody one more chance at adjusting those cars.
Yeah, there are a lot of cars need adjusting, and you see that one car running right behind Brad Keselowski. He's got a good car, and you see a lot of the leaders coming here, all of them.
And on the left side of the picture, this for the lead. Joey Logano trying to get underneath Brad Keselowski. I won't give you one of those if that was the last lap things. Because I don't know who led it if that was the last lap. That was close.
We've seen Joe Logano do a nice job of those guys adjusting on this car. He wasn't the best in those first 2 runs, but obviously they've made this car a lot better and more competitive for him. He's ready to go to the front.
That's one of the things I've liked about him that you see. He really does get his car better and better and better as the race goes on. So he's got a good feel for it, and he's communicating it well to his crew chief.
And through. So Joey Logano going to lead this race at lap 115. Dave, he's out in search of a W.
Yep, and teammates may help that effort today. Crew Chief Kevin Kidd told Joey after that pit stop before they went green, I got a good feeling about the direction we're going because it helped you a little bit earlier. And the 18, your teammate Kyle Busch, was doing the same thing, and he was the fastest during that last session. Brian Vickers isn't the only one who saw that. Crew chiefs up and down pit road knew the 18 was good. Kevin Kidd, the 20 crew chief, has privy to the information that got him that way.
It again, got his car righted. Now Biffle's up there going to try to go for the lead here shortly.
Riding that rim is Greg Biffle in that 27 car. He's got something dragging around. It looks like on the radio antenna of his car. Is that maybe a windshield tear off? Came off another car?
Yeah, they got these clear shields they put on the windshield, and they can tear them away. It's like somebody's came off. I don't know if it was his or somebody else's, but it's stuck on, on an antenna.
If he keeps running like this, everybody's going to want one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's helping or hurting. It looks like it's doing pretty good.
Somewhere, somehow, back inside this racetrack, there's some crew chief somewhere saying, I wonder if that's good for downforce.
They'll be trying that in the wind tone the next time we're there to see exactly what it does. But Biffle is on the move. You remember this guy hit the wall not long ago before we made these last pit stops.
Just lost it. Whatever it was came off his roof.
Yeah, let's see if he still runs as fast the next lap.
Yeah.